If you think practicing scales is boring and you want an accountability buddy, here I am. Hi, let's do it together. I'm Ariadna and this is Mindful Strings, where I help you transform your violin playing with the principles of the Alexander Technique and the Russian School of Violin. I teach violin full-time in my studio here in Boston, Massachusetts, and this is an online resource I've created for anyone wanting to learn at home. I have a 5-minute pre-practice routine and a 15-minute practice session recorded for you guys that are free resources, so the links are down in the description, as well as my mini course, Scratchy to Smooth, How to Make Beautiful Sound on the Violin. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested, and let's get started. Today, I think it would be nice if we practiced the 2-octave G major scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the metronome to 60 beats per minute, and we're going to be going 4 clicks per bow, and each bow is only going to be 1 note. If you just Google metronome, it's going to pop right up and you can select your tempo. Make sure your violin's in tune. If you're standing, shift your weight from foot to foot. Just make sure that you're nice and grounded and your feet are hip-width apart. Set up your left hand with your wrist straight, thumb pointing up, lightly resting on the neck. You got your nice bow hold with the rounded fingers, round thumb and round pinky. Now remember, the key of G major has 1 sharp, and that is F. So every time we get to an F, it's going to be half a step higher. So it's F sharp. 1, 2, ready, and. We're going to be using the 4th finger on the way down. So notice that I am going open strings on the way up and 4th fingers on the way down. That's kind of the rule of thumb when we're learning scales. You want to make sure your bow is moving parallel to the bridge, kind of centered between the bridge and the edge of the fingerboard. Tilting the bow out slightly, that will help with tone production. And in the left hand, you want nice articulation. So you don't want to keep the fingers kind of close to the string, just putting them down and taking them off. You want to make sure that you are creating a little bit of momentum by pulling the fingers back from the first row of knuckles as you're dropping them on the string, and then popping them off as if the string is hot, and then immediately relaxing the finger. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, and. you're ready, you double the tempo by continuing to play 4 clicks per bow. But now each note is going to last only 2 clicks and you're going to be slurring 2 notes at a time, which is going to look like this. And once that feels good, you can go to 4. So each note is going to be 1 click. Now, just because you can play 4 notes per bow comfortably doesn't mean that you skip playing 1 long note per bow, because scales are a beautiful thing that help us with so many different things. It gives us time to breathe and notice posture. It's a great tone production exercise. It's an opportunity to pay attention to your bow changes, your bow hand, and bow distribution. So by switching between 1, 2, and 4 notes per bow, you can do 3 and 6 as well. You are practicing switching notes at a certain point in the bow. So you want to make sure that it is always even. So if you are playing 2 notes per bow, you switch in the middle. If you're doing 4 notes per bow, you switch kind of each quarter of the bow. Let me know down in the comments how you did with this today. Happy mindful practicing, and I'll see you next time.